Another cooking day of a wholesome traditional dinner. This is the ultimate way of making mince and potato, which will be mindfully flavorsome with a guarantee no unpleasant sense from the meat by just following few easy steps. It prepares effortlessly, and I want to show you how you can have a full control in your hands to how much you want to make it moist and juicy. It's an excellent choice for a regular dinner or for an impressive main meal for guests. If you're not already do, it should be integrated into your regular menu as it is a potent source of protein, plus it prepares easily and essential for all ages. I have made mince and potatoes in many ways, but this is the recipe I am currently following. First, I wash the mince under the tap, then I put the mince into the pressure cooker with water and few splashes of vinegar. Bring it to the boil for 2 to 3 minutes and drain the water out. Finally, I bring the mince back into the pressure cooker with fresh water, and now I'm adding the rest of the ingredients. This is that crucial step I have mentioned earlier to eliminate any unpleasant scent from the mince. I have been cooking mince for many years in so many ways, and I can assure you that boiling with vinegar does not change the flavor. In fact, it eliminates any strong smell so you can enjoy your meal more comfortably. I have 1 kg of lamb mince which I mix with a blend of ginger, garlic and green chilies. Then I add all the dry ingredients you see listed on screen, and then I pressure cook it for 20 to 25 minutes. I forgot to add the onion earlier, so I minced it later and added to the lamb. However, you can blend the onion with ginger, garlic and green chilies. While the mince is boiling, I'm preparing the masala to cook the potatoes in. I have minced 2 large onions and garlic, adding them to the oil with cinnamon stick, 2 or 3 cloves, 1 black cardamom, and a dash of whole cumin, and saute them for 2 or 3 minutes until they are translucent. I avoid giving any color to the onion because at this stage, if the onion is dark, the final meal will be dark, and I do not want that. Then add 2 chopped tomatoes, salt, turmeric powder, coarse and homemade coriander powder, also coarse and homemade black pepper, and paprika powder to give it vibrant red color as it does not contain any spice. Then close the lid and cook it thoroughly until the oil separates. To make the mince very moist, I am adding 1.5 tub of yogurt, that's 750 grams in total since each tub is 500 grams. And I'm using as the low fat natural yogurt which comes in a yellow tub because it's thin in consistency and it's perfect for this recipe. I'm cooking it throughout on high heat with the lid closed to keep the heat and moisture in lock. I have cut the potatoes in semicircle thick slices, but the amount of potatoes and the way you want to cut it, it's just according to your liking. I add the yogurt gradually so I can see how much I need. I do not suggest to add any less yogurt than this because remember, I am tenderizing the potatoes with this moisture in the masalas. Therefore, I need to make sure it has enough moisture to cook nicely and not get dry. But feel free to add more yogurt or splash of water if you want the masala to be thinner. I was checking on the mince and it was completely soft and perfectly tender. The water had dried as well. Now I'm just waiting for the potatoes to be fully cooked and then I will add the mince into the potatoes. I have a whole bunch of coriander that I'm using for this recipe. I would say treat the coriander as the main ingredient, not just for garnish. I'm adding either the entire bunch or at least three-quarter of it so that a lot of coriander goes into the meal because we want that coriander's earthy flavor and aroma to completely combine with the whole meal. So it would taste in every single bite. To spice up the masala, I have added black pepper and I'm also using whole green chilies without cutting them. That way, the spice stays within the chilies and does not spread through the whole meal. This lets everyone enjoy the meal, especially if there are children. And if someone needs extra spiciness, then they can just open the green chili in their serving. Add the chilies with the potatoes so they have plenty of time to cook well from inside. When the potatoes were fully done, I added the mince and coriander. Then I let it simmer for a few minutes so all the flavor could incorporate well together and until the oil comes up on the surface. When I make this recipe for guests, I add kebra water during this stage to give it more of a festive and a rich taste like at weddings. And then topping up with the julienne cut ginger, green chilies, and all that jazz. And the best combination to pair that festive version of mince and potato is with rogni naan. Here I'm finishing my meal with wholemeal chapatis with two type of yogurt dips and salad. I enjoy cooking very much, as many women do, but I invariably find that giving too much time to any task is not my preference. So I always look for shortcut or more expedient way of doing things. For example, I prefer using a food processor for chopping vegetables instead of cutting them by hand because these minor adjustments really save time, which is crucial since I cook every single day. So by leveraging these shortcuts, I reclaim valuable time, which I can then dedicate to my other interests. After making the salad, I prepare yogurt dip. For that, I mix yogurt, sprinkle with salt, and then added cumin that I had bruised with my palm to achieve a coarse texture. And this was the favorite dip.